Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It's another fine day here in Kisumu. The weather today is a bit hot, you can see it. And it's my hope and prayer that the video is going to find you guys in good health. I don't know where you're watching the video from. Maybe you could let me know, and maybe the weather down there. Yesterday, there was the big debate, the Nairobi gubernatorial debate, pitting Polycarp Igathe of the Azimio One Kenya Alliance against Johnson Sakaja of UDA or Kenya Kwanza. And if you ask me, Johnson Sakaja outperformed Polycarp Igathe during that debate, which means those who were undecided made their decisions yesterday. And based on that performance, you can be sure that majority of those who are undecided decided now to go with Johnson Sakaja. For those who followed that debate critically, Johnson Sakaja came out as a politician who knows how to message people's expectation. He knew so well that he had a chance to speak to the voters of Nairobi. And he told them what they really wanted to hear. Polycarp Igathe came out as someone who is learned, a manager, a corporate, a man with few words. But he also came out as someone who was so obsessed with attacking Sakaja instead of explaining his idea of the Nairobi which Nairobians want. So in this video, I want us to look at what next for Polycarp Igathe after that particular debate. Because as things stand today, Polycarp Igathe was gaining. Sakaja was actually ahead of him. But what next for Igathe? There were several issues which came out of that debate. There was the issue of the degree FIASCO. Is Johnson Sakaja degree fake or genuine? The truth of the matter is that if you've listened and followed the discussion about this debate, most Kenyans agree that that Johnson Sakaja's degree is actually fake. And they were like, if Johnson Sakaja can perform like that without a degree, then they'd better not have the degree. So the degree FIASCO, Johnson Sakaja scored. And it's a double victory for him today. Because today, the High Court made a ruling that the case which was trying to stop him was not properly, I don't know, something like that. And therefore, Johnson Sakaja will be on the ballot. It was also about the integrity question. On this, Polycarp Igathe scored. But again, if you look at it, Johnson Sakaja also raised some issues about Igathe, why he left Sonko, that Kenyans are, Nairobians are where they are because Polycarp Igathe took off. Then there was the story of the project, that Igathe is a project. Polycarp Igathe never countered that so well. But what next for Polycarp Igathe? That is the big question which Kenyans are asking. The truth of the matter is that when you look at Nairobi, the politics of Nairobi has been very straightforward. You are either with Raila Odinga and his supporters versus either Uhuru or Kibaki in the last 4 elections or 3 elections. Raila Odinga has always had the Western Alliance, that is the Luos, the Luyas, the Kisis, and then the Coast, and those who believe in him. In Nairobi, Raila Odinga has always won. In 2013, Kidero managed to win. Kidero even got more votes than Raila in Nairobi. Even got more votes than Uhuru. Why? Because there were a majority of the Kikuyus who felt that Kidero was a better option, who would serve their interest because he was a businessman. So they made the difference. Now, in 2017, Sonko actually won against Kidero, and he also got more votes than President Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga. The question is, why do you think Sonko got more votes? The truth of the matter is that our politics is tribal. Sonko got more votes because Sonko had the Kikuyus backing. Majority of Kambas then cast their lot with Sonko. And then Sonko also has his own way of appealing across the political divide. So when Igathe was paired with Sakaja, it became clear that it was going to be a tough battle for two main reasons. Number one, there is the factor of the deep state. The deep state is actually keen on Nairobi. And that's why, if you listened to the debate yesterday, Igathe was supporting the Nairobi Metropolitan Services. Sakaja was opposed to it. So the deep state is keen on controlling Nairobi. And that's where Igathe is coming in. And that's why Sakaja was projecting Igathe as a project. So will the deep state win this time around in Nairobi? So that's the first. The second thing is actually the tribal politics of Nairobi or of Kenyans. The truth of the matter is that in Nairobi today, Sakaja is being projected as a Luhya. The Luhyas have always voted for ODM. This time ODM will not sponsor a candidate. Then Sakaja is also banking on the UDA support. Majority of UDA supporters are Kikuyus. Now Polycarp Igathe is coming as Azimio la Umoja One Kenya. The advantage he has is that the Luo nation will vote for him to reciprocate the support Uhuru is offering Raila. The question is, will Luhyas leave Sakaja and vote for Igathe? If the Luhya votes will be split, then Sakaja is in trouble. Then there is now the element of the Kikuyu nation. In fact, majority of the undecided voters in Nairobi were the Kikuyus. Are they going to vote for UDA candidate who is a lawyer, or are they going to vote for the Jubilee candidate Igathe who is a Kikuyu? That's where it's interesting. So this debate helped Sakaja and harmed Polycarp Igathe more. But what next for Polycarp Igathe? In my view, Polycarp Igathe must do the following. But before we get into that, if you're watching this channel for the first time, please click that subscribe. I know there are several other people who always get notification. They watch the channel, the videos, but they are not yet subscribed. Please just click that subscribe button now, so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Without that support, the channel cannot be where it is. So please give this particular video thumbs up. Now, let us get back to the main issue. And I want to be very brief. Number one, Polycarp Igathe must shed off the corporate image. Do you know why Sakaja is appealing to Kenyans? He was the senator. Sakaja was the chair of Jubilee, of TNA, sorry. And as a senator, Sakaja appeared as someone who is refined. But the majority of Kenyans who believe that Sakaja is actually Mike Movie Sonko in a suit. Polycarp Igathe in this debate appeared as someone who is a corporate guy. You know, there is no way you can attack Sakaja on his education, that he doesn't understand the meaning of something because he didn't go to school, while you expect majority of Nairobians who have not gone to school to vote for you. It means he's looking at everything from the perspective of corporate. He must shed off that corporate image. He must go back to the street. Sakaja is appealing because, you know, if you look at this country, and I want you to mention the conmen you know around in town, in these cities, because you live in Nairobi, all of them are in suit. All of them know how to sweet talk. They can convince you That's why they even convinced that Dubai guy and flew them to Dubai, and they came back with billions in the name of gold money. So many people have been conned, so they know how to speak. So if Igathe wants to appear as if he's a corporate guy who cannot go dirty, he should forget about it. Number two, he must also understand and master street politics. You know, street politics is different from ile ya kitabu. That the issues of Nairobi are this. You must go out of the way and understand that for me to succeed, I need to convince the Kikuyus to vote for me. How do I convince the Kikuyus to vote for me? Tell them the Lugos are with you. Tell them that Azimio is with you. The Kambas are likely to vote for you. Then it's only them who are not with you. Explain to them so that they can understand. And once that happens, then the rest can follow. Sakaja has dropped the name Koskei. Why? Because he wants to appear as if he's a lawyer. That's politics. So he must get that street politics. He must start going to the ground. You know, he's been going to the ground, shining shoes, you know, serving people in bars, you know, and it ends there. Sakaja is a street politician. Polycarp Igathe must cause drama in the city for him to succeed. It's going to be very difficult for Igathe to win without causing drama. You know, he wants to be that cool guy. Doesn't work in Nairobi. Number three, he must also master the art of messaging. He's a marketing guy. He understands marketing. His strategy working for him. But how is he delivering his message? Yesterday was that good opportunity for him to explain himself to Nairobians. It was the best opportunity for Polycarp Igathe to tell the people of Nairobi that, look here, Sakaja is this person. For me, I'm this person. And this is how I'm going to address your issues. If you ask me, he failed to deliver his message. His message came, but not really the way they ought to have been. Number four is party politics. Our politics is tribal. Igathe is sponsored by Jubilee. Sakaja is sponsored by UDA. All Sakaja's billboards in Nairobi don't bear the image of Ruto because he's trying to appeal to the voting bloc of Azimio, the lawyer. For Igathe, he's coming out as a Jubilee guy in Nairobi. He should come out more as an Azimio candidate. You know, there was this gentleman who was called Ngatia. Ngatia was a Jubilee candidate, but the face of his campaign was actually ODM. So that he had the Jubilee support, but the face was ODM. That is what Sakaja is lacking. Not Sakaja. That is what Igathe is lacking. He must understand party politics in this country. Number five, the hard tackles. He must learn to hit the opponent where it hurts most. Sakaja successfully projected Igathe as a project. Igathe failed to tie Sakaja to Ruto, so that those who support Azimio would not support him because he's tied to Ruto. He evaded being tied to Ruto. The attacks Igathe was making on Sakaja were actually about his education and the rest. For example, Sakaja, when he came late, he never apologized. Then he carried the day. The fact that he came late was enough reason, because Kenyans were not happy with that when he stepped in. That was enough opportunity for Polycarp Igathe to disorient him. Just claim that the guy was still somewhere in some brothels. Then you disorient him, because Sakaja is known to visit some of those places. That's hard tackle. Sakaja was tackling him really hard when he got the opportunity. And lastly, Igathe must understand the real issues facing the Nairobians. He failed on that aspect. I don't know what you think. That's my take. Thank you guys, and please, may you have a good day. Bye-bye.